Okay. So hello everyone. This is going to be a session or presentation on this topic, that is the future enhanced oil recovery, or EOR, as we know it as EOR. So as a brief introduction, I have presented this topic or this paper in several events and also have published it in a very renowned journals. And along with that, I have also gained a very deep knowledge regarding this through my research. So to make it more easier to understand, or through my expertise or through my experience regarding this topic, in this session I'm going to let you have a brief overview of what is the future of the enhanced oil recovery. Or you can say, in this session, you are going to learn what are the future, or what is the future scenario of the enhanced oil recovery. This is going to be a very useful session for all the oil sector professionals, especially all the students enrolled in petroleum engineering, chemical engineering, or in the oil and gas sector, and also for a general person if they wants to gather a brief knowledge regarding this, then I think I would be the right person to present. If there are any mistakes or there have been found any kind of error, then do let me know, as I believe that humans learn from mistakes. So if I make a mistake regarding this, do not hesitate to correct me. So let's begin. Now let me introduce what are we going to get in this session. Firstly, what is enhanced oil recovery? What is the importance of enhanced oil recovery in petroleum production? And what is the growing need for innovation due to maturing reservoirs? So these are the three parts we are going to discuss in this session. Now let me clear all this and start from fresh. Okay, so you can see this is a pyramidal structure, right? So what do we get to learn through this pyramidal structure? We see that at the very bottommost part, it is regarded as tertiary. In the middle part, we can see it is secondary. And at the topmost part, we can see it is primary. So this is basically a primary structure of enhanced oil recovery. There are changes, and this is not the significant categorization of the enhanced oil recovery structure or recovery methods like primary, secondary, or tertiary, because now enhanced oil recovery falls under IOR, that is improved oil recovery. That is another concept which we are not going to talk about in this session. So let's keep it simple. The structure of EOR. Oil recovery can be categorized as three categories or three parts, that is three types: primary, secondary, and tertiary. In the primary, it is basically a minimal amount of oil that is recovered through the natural systems of pressure without any external factors or any external systems. Since I have told it is minimal recovery, so the primary recovery rate is usually about 10% to 20%. And in the secondary, it is about more than primary but less than tertiary, that is 30 to 50%. And in the tertiary, that is the enhanced oil recovery, it is about 60 to 70%. Okay, so this is the most advanced form. Now, in the primary, there are very, or you can say none of the external factors used for recovery, like it is due to natural flow or artificial flow. But in the secondary, there are certain types of methods which are used, but they are usually not as advanced as tertiary. So, gas method and thermal method are some types of secondary methods used in secondary recovery. In the tertiary, there are two types of subcategorization, that is thermal methods and non-thermal methods. Talking about the non-thermal methods, we have miscible gas injection, chemical gas injection, immiscible gas injection, MEOR, that is microbial enhanced oil recovery, where the use of microbes is done for the recovery. Microbes are used to increase the rate of recovery. Foam flooding is another type. A brief overview: primary recovery, natural pressure drip; secondary recovery, water flooding; and tertiary recovery, that is the enhanced oil recovery, have different types of techniques used, like chemical injection, thermal injection, gas injection. EOR boost recovery factor from 30 to 60%. Now, when enhanced oil recovery is used, it usually boosts the recovery factor from about 30% to 60%. Usually, when the primary is about 10 to 20% and secondary is about 40 to 50%, but enhanced oil recovery is up to 30 to 60% increased, that is about 70% recovery rate is found in the EOR. This is basically OPR minus time graph, which is basically in the x-axis we can see it is time, and y-axis it is production rate, oil production rate. So this graph basically shows with time, as you can see with time, how the primary production reacts or how the secondary production is. So IOR means improved oil recovery and EOR means enhanced oil recovery. Now, since everything has some challenges, some drawbacks, since anything that has advantage could also have disadvantage. Similarly, it has not spared the enhanced oil recovery too, because enhanced oil recovery has some challenges too, like high operational cost. As you can see, first challenge is high operational cost. Now, since EOR includes several types of different types of methods used, advanced methods used, so it is high operational cost, so it is one of the challenges. Environmental concerns is there. Different types of environmental concerns comes when we talk about EOR, and reservoir heterogeneity, limited efficiency. Limited efficiency is there in unconventional reservoirs. First is money was the challenges, second was global warming, which is environmental. Now there are certain emerging technologies that are used, like digital oil field, nanotechnology, smart flood, water flooding, CO2 capture utilization, and even AI and ML are also used nowadays. These are the emerging technologies. Nanotechnologies, nanofluids improves the rock wettability, and hence sweeps the efficiency. Real-time reservoir diagnostics. Example of some nanotechnologies are silica based and metal oxide nanofluids. So nanotechnology basically means, in simple short term, if I explain to you, these are nanoparticles, some tiny nanoparticles which have about size up to 10 to power 9 minus 9. So small. So these small nanoparticles are injected or put to improve the rock wettability, injected into the rocks. It enhances the sweep efficiency. Some examples are metal oxide or silica paste. These are nanofluids, or you can say nanoparticles, as you can see in this following figures. Excuse me. So, talking about another emerging technologies, advanced technologies used are AI and machine learning. Now, everything has the use of AI. Similarly, here in the enhanced oil recovery or in the oil recovery process, AI is also there. Machine learning is there. So, AI and machine learning basically helps predicts the reservoir behavior and it optimizes the injection strategies. It has real-time data analytics and reduces trial and error in field applications. So it helps in predicting the reservoir behavior, optimizing the injection strategies, and it gives us real-time data analytics. Artificial intelligence, automation learning. Smart water flooding is another type of advanced techniques used under tertiary recovery, that is, it is used in adjusting the ion composition in injected water, improve oil displacement, cost effective, and it is eco-friendly too. Talking about environmental concerns. Case studies, Middle East carbonate reservoirs. This is one diagram depicting how the smart water flooding occurs. I hope it is visible. You can get a basic idea of it. Then we have CO2 EOR, that is carbon dioxide, enhanced oil recovery and its sustainability. Oil recovery plus carbon sequestration is found. It supports net zero goals and it advances in direct air capture technologies like CO2 EOR combined with the saline aquifers for maximum storage potential. So this CO2 EOR are basically combined with saline aquifers. Saline aquifers are some types of aquifers used for water bodies. This saline aquifers combining with the CO2 EOR, it is injected or it is inherited inside to maximize the storage potential. So combining this both the CO2 EOR and saline aquifers, it is injected inside to maximize the storage potential. Now, what is the future outlook? If we talk about overall future outlook about enhanced oil recovery, the future outlook is integration of multiple technologies, focusing on sustainability and cost efficiency. Custom EOR solutions per reservoir and interdisciplinary innovation is key. So integration of multiple technologies is the future outlook. Different multiple technologies would come, and we have to focus on sustainability and cost efficiency because we do not want a costly method which is costly. So that's conclusion. EOR is evolving with technology. As technology is developing, EOR is also evolving. Emergency methods improves efficient sustainability, and the future lies in interdisciplinary innovation. So if you have any Q&As, this was the Q&A session while I was giving the presentation. We have more better presentation slides that I have prepared. If you want some more sessions like this, then do subscribe. I would try my best to give all the presentations that I have researched or made to make it more understandable here in the sessions. So the Q&A round, if you have any questions, you can ask. These were some of the references, and hence this is the conclusion of the session. So briefly, in 30 seconds, if I have to conclude, give a summary, what you have learned or what I have taken the expertise regarding my experiences of giving the presentations at different sessions at different platforms, I have learned is that enhanced oil recovery is basically very important for the oil sector because it is the future, and it increases the recovery rate at a very high amount or high rate. But enhanced oil recovery has to um, evolve with technologies, and since technology is evolving, we have to evolve with it. And enhanced oil recovery is the innovation due to which the maturing reservoirs can be used to recover. So enhanced oil recovery is very much important. And since in the conclusion slide it was given that the future of the oil and gas industry lies in this interdisciplinary innovation like EUR or different evolving or emerging technologies used in EUR, because oil is not going to end. Oil is never going to end, but it is going to evolve. Even if it ends, it is going to evolve or emerge into something different. That's why enhanced oil recovery is very crucial for us. I hope through this session I was very much kind to have you be understand or be able to understand this topic about enhanced oil recovery, the future outlook of enhanced oil recovery easily by my narration and my presentation. To get more such sessions regarding petroleum, petroleum technology, geology, petroleum geology, and chemical science or chemical engineering, you are going to get timely such type of sessions regarding famous topics of oil and gas sector. So do not forget to tune in to our extman channel and also different channels that we have under xnet. So thank you so much. It was very pleasure to have you explain and share all the experiences that I've gained to all the presentations that I've given at the various locations, at various platforms. So thank you so much watching and listening till this end.